Hi, today you are joining us at Colchester Zoo in Essex and we're going to take you for a tour around the zoo.
Did you know that there are over 200 species of animals here?
Wow, it is amazing, isn't it? And some of the animals we're going to see are orangutans, tigers, rhinos, and there is also a walk through some lemurs where you go on a little train. So we're excited to show you guys around. Colchester Zoo is celebrating its 60th anniversary as well while we're here, so it'll be nice to see if they have any special events on for that. But come inside and let's go for a tour. So the first thing we have noticed as we've come in, it's been about 3-4 years since we were last here and quite a lot has changed. The whole entrance is new and the sort of way you first come into the zoo is new as well. Quite a difference.
It's lovely, I really like it. It's much more organised, very pretty.
Fish. A fish.
So Finn's favourite animal ever is a sloth. There's one in there. Unfortunately he is asleep in the box so you can't really see him. And they have an amazing enclosure here because they've got the inside. It is very cute.
I did a baby one.
Yeah, little tiny baby sloth. How big is it? That small. That small. Yeah, so they've got the lovely sloth enclosure. It's a nice enclosure. They've got all this space outside that they can go to and use as well, which is really good. So one of the cool things they have in Colchester that many zoos do, as you see him go over my head there, is a tunnel that goes underneath the sea lion enclosure. It's amazing to get to see these animals swimming in the water. You can see one just behind me there. But it's amazing to see these. You don't normally get to see them underwater in this way. And then also here today is divers that you don't normally get to see. Certainly not in an enclosure in a zoo, but yeah, it's amazing to get to see all these animals.
There's a scuba diver. Look, that's a dirty with his belly in the air. Hello.
So now we are walking into Rainforest forest, which is where the orangutans are. It's an incredible enclosure in here. They've got an amazing big enclosure for orangutans. It was actually renamed Rainforest Forest because Rajang was a orangutan they had here for a very long time, who unfortunately passed away, so they renamed the enclosure after him. But it is amazing to see the orangutans are out, and we'll show you guys them over here now. Tell if it's a boy or a girl.
The man, a boy has like a bigger face and is bigger, and then the girls have like a regular face, like that one there.
So that one is a female, and he is the male. So I just learned a really interesting fact, which is the word orangutan actually comes from a word orang-utang, which actually means man of the forest, because obviously they live in the forest and they're very big and very human-like in their gestures and their movements, as hopefully we've shown you as they're searching for their food through sort of their vegetation at the bottom of their enclosure. But it's an amazing enclosure in here. I really like orangutans, one of my favourite animals to see, and the enclosure here is amazing. Obviously we've shown you the inside, but in a moment we'll show you what that outside space is. They don't tend to be out during the day, I think they go out there a bit later, but it's an amazing huge enclosure they have here, so it's a really nice place for them to be. And I know they now have a male and 2 females, and they're hoping to breed them, so hopefully they'll have some orangutan babies at the zoo soon. So it's not something we have really seen before, but they're actually outside. It's really cute. The male is taking his blanket with him. The female has got a little cloth on, like she's wearing a little cape, as they walk around and search for their food outside. But as you can see, they've got a really nice, really big enclosure that they can go into, and they've got full access to outside and inside at all times. That's the orangutans here.
He's still got his blanket. Let them like this.
So I was really lucky, probably about 4 years ago I got to do an animal experience here for my birthday, and one of the things you get to do is see the sun bears. Now in there it's really amazing, you get to put that peanut butter in like little pots and smear it all round the enclosure, so then when they go in they have to go and find it, which is really good fun.
They're not silly.
So as you can see in here and probably here, you can feed the birds nectar. We've got some good clips of it. Finn, did you like feeding the birds? No, why didn't you like it?
It bit me.
It pecked him. So Finn had his pot, it ran out of food, and then the bird pecked him. So yeah, it's really cool. You can get really, really close, as you can see here. But they are very, very noisy.
Okay, so behind me is the African elephants, and again I was really lucky in my experience for my birthday. I got to feed these guys, and you will know that with their tusks, one will be more worn down than the other, and that means that they are either left or right tusked. Okay, so they have like a dominant tusk that they use, which was really interesting, but absolutely incredible. And the muscles in their nose, their trunk is absolutely incredible. I think it's more muscles than anywhere else, but the strength behind them is absolutely amazing. And I got to feed them up close, and you can see the back of their teeth as well, because they're really flat and they have to grind down on their food. It's incredible. Yeah, really amazing.
So one of the things they used to do with the elephants here is you used to be able to hand feed them. So you used to be able to feed the elephants and the giraffes. They do it a couple of times throughout the day. During COVID they obviously stopped doing it, and I read online that the elephants didn't want to go back to being fed that way after being fed in a more natural way during lockdown. So I think it's really nice that they took the decision to stop offering that as a sort of thing that guests can do, and now the elephants just get fed in a more natural way. I think that's much nicer, that they are happy, which is the key with all animals obviously in zoos. So obviously Tony told you about her experience with the elephants and how they are either right tusked or left tusked. From this one here, which one do you think it is? Tell us in the comments below. You can see one tusk is more worn down than the other, so you can see which tusked it is, left or right.
He's eating poo.
So, Primi, is the elephant happy? Yeah, why is he happy?
With the poo eating it.
He's eating what?
He's eating the poo.
Apparently Prim thinks the elephant's eating poo. I don't think he's eating poo. I think he's sifting through the mud to find some food. But apparently he is very happy, and he does look like a very content elephant, I have to say. So we have found Finn's favourite animals in the whole zoo.
Least favourite, least favourite, least favourite. It's my We're excited.
Prim, what do you think so far of the zoo?
Amazing. A long day.
Has it been a long day? Yeah, we've got much left to see. We've got to see these, haven't we? And we've got to see...
And the goats.
And the goats and the giraffes. Yeah, and the hippos. And the tigers. Yeah. Get on then.
No, Primrose, what's it called?
So, as much as we love to laugh and joke about the dik-diks when we come to this zoo, They are actually really, really cute.
Really cute.
I'll see if I can capture them for you. They're a little bit in the distance. Primrose, what's in this enclosure?
Primrose, what is it? Cheetah. What noise do cheetahs make?
So a good place to stop and have a snack or a drink is inside the edge of Africa. You're upstairs, there's a little cafe, you can get hot drinks. However, the hot drinks are not very hot and not very nice, so I don't really recommend it. But it is a nice place to stop and have your own snacks because the view is amazing. Yeah, just don't get a drink. I mean, if you're cold, it's good to warm you up, but aside from that, not worth it.
Yeah, we are going to go and see some giraffes, tigers, otters,
and goats.
and apparently goats, because Primrose wants to see goats, okay?
And anteaters.
Oh, and anteaters as well, one of Finn's favourite animals. So I'll see you in a bit.
The giraffe are unfortunately inside today. Looks like there is a feeding experience going on, so I think someone's paid for an experience day. But hopefully we might see them outside again a bit later. But currently they're all in their homes, being fed and being met by people.
Hello.
Wow.
Say hello back. Hello.
Now we're going to the aardvarks. Yay! What are they? What on earth?
So when you're in with the aardvarks, you can smell them. Everyone had a sniff, and it was very strange because it's kind of hot air, wasn't it, that came out?
Hot straw, which is really hot. I've never explained something like that before. It's like straw had been cooked and there was smell.
Yeah, apparently it's that musk that they released. Very odd.
Dung beetles. Look at that.
So they're now hooking up some bags of tiger food and they're going to lift it up. Hopefully we'll see the tigers come out and jump up and eat it off the post. And as you zoom in, it says Happy Mother's Day to all you mums on the bag. And the other one up here says Happy Mother's Day Tiger, love from Tats.
They did a very impressive jump to get those bags from those feeding posts. And over on this side, Anushka does have her food as well. So hopefully from where you're standing, you should be able to see one of the tigers getting their lunch today. So over on this side, we have Anushka. She is our oldest cat. She's 18 years old and she does the habit this side by herself. This is completely natural for our tigers, As they are a solitary species out in the when they would leave mum. And Tega is 8 years old, mum, and Tat is 4, so she's going to have to be separated from her at some point this year. Dynamic that we do have between the two, so they get on very well, and the only time there is a little bit of animal Russia, and temperatures there can reach around -40 degrees. So when it's very hot here in the summer, the cats don't like it very much.
So seeing the tigers jump up and get that food was pretty insane. It's amazing how strong and fast they are to be able to jump up there and just grab that. Absolutely incredible, I have to say. Scary to think what they could do to you in the wild. We're now going in to see the chimps. Finn loves the chimps because they throw poo at each other, which he finds hilarious.
Poo obsession.
Fortunately, no poo drying today. They are chilled out and lying down. See, this is their indoor enclosure. They have got a very large outdoor enclosure as well, but it's a bit cold today, so they're not outside. Not sure how I personally feel about chimps in a zoo. Also, they're very intelligent. They never look that happy, to be honest. Directly next to the chimps is this really cool crocodile enclosure. I'm going to get on the wrong side of him. So, as unsure as I am about chimps being in zoos, as you can see from the sign, they are endangered in the wild, so the work they do in zoos to breed them, re-release them in the wild, study them, does help stop them becoming extinct. So obviously it's good work that they do, yeah, looking after them here.
Never see him.
You want to see the bears? You can just about see the sun bears in the distance. They're amazing bears. They've got big sun shapes on their chest, which gives them their name. They are incredible. They've got an amazing enclosure for them here. And they actually rescued the bears. They were kept in cages and trapped because they wanted to use their bile to make medicine, which is just horrible. So they rescued them and put them in this amazing enclosure at Colchester Zoo.
He tried to scare you.
It's drinking. Anteater. That was a giant anteater. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna get you him. Gorgeous.
Even though it's freezing cold, we still decided to get an ice cream. And I must say it's very, very, very good. What do you think, Finn? Yes. Primrose, do you like yours? Yeah. Orange one. So she's got a clip open. Yes, very good. This is a chocolate. And it is very, very tasty and hits the spot. Oh, what a day.
So thank you for joining us today at Colchester Zoo. A word of warning, it's very hilly, so if you have a buggy or a wheelchair or aren't that great at walking up hills, do be aware it is a very hilly zoo.
Absolutely, it plays on your back, especially when you've got a buggy, you have to really put some force into it, so be warned.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't, if you want to see more videos like this one.